And what a day of sports talk radio we should have today. The Philadelphia Phillies and Dave Dombrowski pulled it off, grabbing, I think, the best arm that was available to them, the guy that fits the best, Jhoan Duran. And I'm going to tell you something, what I feel right now, okay? I know a lot of people think they're not done, and a lot of people think they're still not a contender until they do something else. I do believe right now that with this deal, the Phillies are good enough to get to the World Series and possibly win the World Series because I think the American League is weak. This was the link that they needed to close out the chain, and I get it. You're not happy about left field and at times center field. I totally get it. But every lineup of a good team has a hole in it or two. And the Phillies, with their starting pitching and the depth that this guy now gives to their bullpen as you're coming down the home stretch of a season, to me, is enough. I don't care if they add another guy. I'd be delighted if they did, if it was somebody that could help. I don't believe there's anybody out there that would significantly help them as far as that right-handed bat in the outfield. This is an absolute home run of a deal because here's the thing. You can't lament the loss of one of these prospects. You have no idea how Mick Abel is going to pitch in the big leagues if he gets a chance. He's been so erratic. I don't trust him. I think he's going to be one of these erratic guys his whole career. I don't think he's ever going to be an ace. And with an 18, 19-year-old catcher, I mean, you're talking about a kid 4 years away from reaching the big leagues if he does. This is an absolute flat-out steal to get a guy who averages 102 with his fastball and is under team control. It's amazing to me that they pulled this off. I said yesterday I had a feeling that they weren't going to be able to do anything. And here is the home run deal of home run deals. They get Jhoan Duran from the Twins. And now their bullpen has a little depth. There's their bullpen now as you're coming down the stretch. And I'm including Alvarado in that because he's going to be a part of it in the regular season. So right now, you got Duran, Alvarado, Kerkering, power arms, Strom, Robertson, Banks as guys who can locate and get people out. And Jordan Romano gets bumped down to number 7. All right? He's a guy that will only get you out of the 6th inning. For 7, 8, and 9, you got Alvarado, Kerkering, Strom, Robertson, Banks, and Duran finishing it. Now, the question is, will Rob Thompson use him as the regular closer, or will he match up arms? I think with a guy like this, it would be foolish to match up arms. And you look at the 9th inning and go, there's a couple left-handers up. I'm going to use Stromy. You can't think that way anymore. He said that he's going to be the closer. We'll see if he does that. My sense is that he'll tinker with matching up guys until the end of the season as we get through September. Now, is one guy enough? I'm okay with it. I know a lot of people won't. Probably my producer, Ray Dunn, is not in favor of just one guy, but we also have to consider what the Mets did. They improved their bullpen also. But in Vegas, the Phillies have become the division favorite. I trust Vegas. So whatever the Mets did was not as good as what the Phillies did, according to the odds makers. Ray, is one guy enough for you?
I still want to see them address this lineup. I still want to see a bat get in here today in the outfield. As for what they did in the bullpen, I'm good. I don't need another mid-range reliever. I mean, if today they ended up going at an arm, I'm not going to hate it. But when they say they're done in the bullpen, you went out and you got the premier, preeminent closer on the market, and you did it at a fraction of the cost that during pretty much this entire stretch we expected it to cost you.
I mean, really, is there anybody out there that thinks they paid too much? Seriously.
Oh, there are. Not here.
I can't believe that anybody could look at this deal who knows anything about this Philly team and say that was too much to pay for a guy who's under control, throws 102. I sit here and I laugh at that. Seriously, Mick Abel and Eduardo Taid, okay, maybe they got a chance to be something down the road. I don't know. It's so total speculation on what they could possibly do in the major leagues. This guy is a known commodity at a position that you absolutely had to have. I'm stunned by it. I really am.
Last night, I was with my friends. This was happening, and the wait for the return. When they said 2 top prospects, I was like, all right, well, let's just assume one of Miller or Crawford probably gone, and maybe another top 5. The fact that it was Abel and Tait that get this done is tremendous. It's tremendous work from Dombrowski. I mean, he stared down the Twins, and he was able to win that stare down. The Twins do get some upside here. They get a couple of prospects that could eventually be something for you. Tait, whatever he ends up becoming, a lot of people high on him, but he's a couple of years away. And Abel, I'm sure they'll be able to turn him into a mid-rotation guy for them for the next couple of years. But for the Phillies, you have 2.5 years now with one of the best closers in the sport under team control. He has some of the best stuff of any reliever in all of Major League Baseball, and you're going to have that to anchor the back end of your bullpen, and it makes conversations beyond this season a lot easier for you when you start talking about how does this bullpen shake out. It's a tremendous move for them to make any time, but especially right now at the deadline. This clubhouse was talking about how they wanted to see something happen. The spirit in there, the spark inside of that clubhouse, knowing that you're getting a guy like Duran, has to be just through the roof right now.
Absolutely in the clubhouse. But how about outside the clubhouse? Can you imagine the buzz that's going to happen? You have a legitimate closer. I mean, the only thing that I can compare it to is when Billy Wagner used to come in and he used to look at the scoreboard to see if he hit 100. This guy is going to hit 100 regularly, but the anticipation of him coming in the 9th inning is going to be something really special. And I believe he's got a walk-in song, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
What's the walk-in song? Can we play that later today?
We can play that for you. We got the walk-in song. So we can play that for you.
All right, we'll play that a little later. Right now I want to hear from Dave Dombrowski. He said they paid a tough price, but this deal made sense. But it made sense. You didn't have to give up Justin Crawford, and you didn't have to give up Aiden Miller. Makes sense. Or Painter. Makes sense. It's a steal. Here's Dave Dombrowski 1.
Well, I mean, we like quite a few closers, or quite a few relievers. There weren't very many available as time went on. Some of the other organizations decided to not make some moves, so we just thought he was the best guy out there, really, is what it came that was available to be acquired. A lot of clubs have been talking about if we were going to acquire their closer, that they were asking for Andrew Painter. We decided that we weren't going to trade Andrew in this trade. And so we felt this was a deal that we got a dominant closer for a tough price, 2 good players, but something that we think where we are makes sense.
Makes sense. He's low-key in this. I guess the general manager doesn't want to gloat. But, so, yesterday we talked to Jason Stark. Jason Stark didn't mention Duran's name. Right?
He did. He said it was going to be tough. He thought it was going to take Painter.
He zeroed in on Ryan Helsley. And he thought that would make the most sense because it's a player they would want to re-sign. Well, the Mets reached out. They got him, right? But this is just so beyond my expectations. There's no way that I thought they'd be able to pull this off. And he says he's not done talking to teams, which gives you fuel. I at this point, listen, this is the way I look at it. That starting staff keeps the score down. Your offense has to score. They're not stressed to score a lot of runs when you have a starting staff, and now you've condensed your bullpen to get outs in the 7th and 8th inning and then bring the closer in. I think the Phillies can win a lot of games, and it's not necessarily urgent to add another bat. I think they can win it with this lineup.
To take what you said in 2 parts here. Right now you're looking for 6 outs. Pretty much, because I believe the starting pitching on this team can get you through 6 innings. Maybe a Ranger start in a game 3, you're looking at 5, and maybe you're looking for 9 outs there. But you were looking single-digit outs at this point because you believe that this starting staff could take you 5 to 6 innings in a postseason scenario, and you know that Duran is going to be the guy for the 9th. You are looking for the 7th and 8th. And you have enough options within that bullpen to cover those middle innings and to get those 6 outs for you. Like, that's what this trade did for you. It solidified inning 9 when you've already felt pretty good about innings 1 through 6 with this rotation. To the other end of that, I'm still looking for the right-handed bat because I still have a Max Kepler problem.
Okay, I got a Max Kepler problem, too. What I'm saying is there's always going to be a hole in a lineup. That's their hole. Now, they have to score enough runs to benefit their pitching staff that can carry them home. That's the way I look at it right now. So while I would welcome another guy, I don't really think it's that necessary. But let's hear from Dombrowski saying he's not done talking to teams for offensive help. Number
Would
5.
you see yourself getting any kind of offensive upgrade before 6 p.m. tomorrow?
Well, we're not done. So, I mean, we're not done talking, and the deadline's not over. We'll just see what ends up happening. I really don't know. They're tough to acquire, too, right now. So we have to kind of just see what happens tomorrow, really.
All right. Well, I don't know who it could be. We have a list of guys that it could be, and we'll talk about them as the day goes on. But this is a reaction day, folks. The Phillies went out and did something that I believe can get them into the World Series. I wasn't confident of that before they made this deal when this deal broke, and it broke during the rain deadline or the rain delay. So, that was gave them some time to work the phones, right?
I think it was, well, yeah, I guess they were doing it during the rain delay. They probably knew. We found out, I think, right as the game got started.
Yeah, so during the rain delay, the phones were burning up, and the Twins finally said yes.
I loved that viewing of the perfect season during the rain delay. I watched the full video yearbook. It was a wonderful thing.
And you read the perfect season as well, right? During that time.
No, I did not read
you did not read the perfect season?
No, unlike your old cohort there, I don't have the book. I would read if I had the copy of the book.
I will get you a copy of the book. 610-632-0975. This show is for you today. It really is. It's for all the Philly fans out there. We'll go to the text board. We'll get our phone calls. It's the Mike Missanelli Show. The Phillies are a World Series contender, folks. Mike Missanelli Show back after this.
Thanks for watching. I love these outro videos because I can actually talk with my hands and it looks normal here. So subscribe right here and watch some more videos for us. How about it?